Hi everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I blog at stampingmom.com. I do live videos on Facebook every Wednesday at noon Central Time, and my sweet husband joins me.
Hi everybody.
So I'm happy to have you here again today, hun.
I am happy to be here.
Well, I am all over the map. I have lots of things to show you, so please stick around. First of all, on my blog post on Stamping Mom Monday was this fun easel card. I used the rainbow glimmer paper and the new border basic dies to make the clouds and the rainbow. And this is from the Garden Wishes, the dies that go with that is the sunshine. So it folds flat, fits in the envelope. And then I used the playful alphabet and the pink rainbow part of the glimmer paper. And I popped it up on dimensionals for the thanks. So when the recipient gets it, they can stand it up on their desk like this. Isn't that sweet? But if you go to my blog, there's a place to vote for this card. And I would super appreciate it if you would be willing to do that. It really only takes a minute. Have you voted yet, hun?
I haven't voted. I need
You
to vote.
haven't voted? Oh, come on. Hey, Mary, I'm glad you're here. So please vote for that if you haven't already. And then I want to show you one of my birthday cards I got. This is from Sharon Burkhart. She does Festive Friday and also Creativity Abounds with me. And I just thought it was so pretty. She used the ombre paper that's now retired, Oh So Ombre. It was a free celebration item. But isn't that sweet? And when I got it, I just thought, oh, it looks so hard to make.
Yeah, I think that the frosting on the petals is just amazing.
Yeah. So I took that card, and the Oh So Ombre came in Bermuda Bay, Rococo Rose, Granny Apple Green, and Blackberry Bliss. So Sharon made it for me in Blackberry Bliss, which I love. But my very favorite color is Bermuda Bay. So the first thing I did after getting the card is I made it again in Bermuda Bay. Do you guys like this? So we have Blackberry Bliss, Bermuda Bay. And it just looks so pretty with the ombre paper. So then I went to work and thought, what other colors go together? So here's another version. Do you ever find that card and you just can't stop making it? So this is the new, what's the new pink called? Can you look on there? I can't remember. Polish Pink. This is Polish Pink, the lighter one, and Melon Mambo. Isn't that pretty?
Wendy and Mary agree that they're beautiful
Oh,
cards.
I'm glad you guys like them. So then I was like, well, we don't have to use white. I guess I switched with this one, not using white. And there isn't ombre paper in Melon Mambo or Petal Pink. So what I did is I just took a piece of white cardstock and I took my purple blender brush and I blended it. So it's darker at the bottom and lighter at the top. And on this one, I thought I added too much blending, so I did it again to leave it more white at the top. Now this combination is Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. Do you guys like that? And I'm going to show you what you do. So the Highland Heather piece is the big die, and this is the Blossoms in Blooms bundle. And then the thin die is the Gorgeous Grape. When you do the thin die, I have a tip for you though. If you look in the catalog, you'll find these multi-purpose adhesive sheets. And this is key. You need to stick your piece of Gorgeous Grape, the thin layer, around on a piece of the adhesive sheet and run it through together through the die. Then it makes it super simple and you're not getting glue all over. So I just attached them together, but there's adhesive sheet on the back of this. So I attached the two dies together, and then this one doesn't need an adhesive sheet. if you look, there's plenty of room to glue it. By the way, I have other cards to show you how to do today. So don't stop here. But there's plenty of big spaces to put liquid glue on this. But if you haven't played with the Blossoms in Bloom, I just was blown away how much I like the ombre look. And then you put it on the card kind of crooked to get the whole thing on here. You don't want any of the leaves to go over the edge. And then I used the Art Gallery die. This is from, let me show you, in the Art Gallery bundle. Oh, actually, it's not. It's from Stitched Rectangles.
I was going to say, that looked like Stitched Rectangles to me. But
How
I
would
didn't
you know
contradict
that?
you, because it's your go-to.
Okay, and the happy birthday was right here from the Blossoms in Bloom. So I put 3 little mini dimensionals on the back, and I have a series of birthday cards going out to lots of people. There's lots of April birthdays that I'm late on, and May. And then I just pop this up on here. Let's see. You can put it wherever you want. So that's the first thing I have for you. And I would love to know which one is your favorite. I'll lay them all out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even if you're watching the replay later, it would be great if you would tell me which one you like the best. Can you see all 5 of them on the screen, hon?
The bottom 2 are a little bit harder to see.
Okay.
Only about
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyway, when you get a birthday card in the mail, you can do all kinds of things. What is Bev saying?
Bev thought it was Thursday, but it is Wednesday, Bev. I want to assure you.
You know, we're easily confused too, aren't we, Steve?
We are. Doesn't take much.
Okay, another thing I want to show you before we get to our card for today is the annual catalog went live, as most of you know. Yay! Yesterday was Go Live Day. And Steve, I might have put in an order, or maybe
or 3.
Two. Put in two large orders. I'm doing product shares again. And for everyone who's ordered your product shares from me, I expedited both orders. They're coming tomorrow and Friday, and I may get my shares out the door next week.
I think that would be a great thing.
Wouldn't it?
Just knock them out.
Yeah,
Get them out of the
just
way.
be done.
Don't worry about them anymore. Hey, Mary, it was polished pink she was using and not Mellow Mambo.
Oh, it was both. On this card, I used polished pink and Melon Mambo. And then this lighter color right here is polished pink. So, and again, I used the blender brush and blendered the bottom. And I left this pretty white at the top. I thought the white looks striking with the white words.
Okay, where's the polished pink then? Is the outline of the flowers?
No. The Melon Mambo is darker. So the card base is Melon Mambo. The outline of the card is Melon Mambo. So when you use...
And then the frosting is the polished pink.
Right. Okay. So the polished pink would be the big die, and the Melon Mambo would be the skinny die edges. So... thanks for asking that. But in the annual catalog, whether you are a demonstrator or a customer, it makes no difference. I and a group of demonstrators from around the world in Creativity Abounds are doing a hand-penned stamp camp. And this is going to take place on June 25th and 26th. And it doesn't matter if you're available or not. All the videos will be recorded, so you can do this at your leisure. But if you purchase using my host code, this hand pen suite, 155503, you have to be in the United States, and it's $66.25. If you purchase that from me and use my host code, you're going to get the stamp camp, you're going to get live videos, recorded videos. Each demonstrator, there's 8 of us, so there'll be... between 12 and 16 different videos, and you'll get card kits to make 8 different cards. So you'll be cutting your own designer series paper, and you might be cutting some of your own dies, But we're going to go through step by step, and you're going to get the card kit from me in the mail that you need to make the cards. So it's super fun. So please order this from me and use my host code, and you will get that free. And that's at the end of June, and it's going to be awesome. Steve's going to help me make the videos too, aren't you?
I certainly will.
Yeah. So
I will try and provide some comic relief by asking really silly questions.
And if you happen to have already purchased this, if you place an order with me during the month of May and order at least $66.25, just tell me you want the hand-penned stamp camp and you'll get that free as well. So you don't have to, if you've already ordered this, you can order something different. Okay. All that's clear as mud, right, honey?
It was a good infomercial.
Okay. So on my Stamping Joy team, we meet on Tuesday nights on Zoom. This is the card that we made last night. They're all different. It's just the style of card. This is called an overlapping fun fold, and Linda Mandernack showed us how to make this card. But there's so many variations you can make it. So I was hoping you'd want to make it with me today. If you want to do that, just pick a color of cardstock that you have a designer series paper to go with, and cut your card base. It's not a foldable card base. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then out of that same color, you need 2 other pieces. This one is 4 by 3 1/2. And then you put the 4-inch side at the top in your score. Should I do that? So on the long side at the top in your score, just put it at 1/2 inch. So I'm going this way in the score. I have the side of my cardstock at 1/2 inch, and I'm scoring it.
And you don't use the other blade because that would cut it.
Good job, honey.
Yeah, I've learned.
So now you're going to do the same thing on the other one. This one is 3 1/2 by 3 with the long side at the top. Score the 1/2 inch. So you need one, whatever color cardstock you want. You need these 3 pieces. Now you need a piece of white cardstock. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4. Who's going to make this with me? Comment if you're making it. Some of you, you Joy Team members made them last night.
That's what Marceline just said. Well, I made 5 of them last night.
Of course you did, Marceline. Okay, there's also different ways to do this. So last night, we tucked the edges on the back. But we always make improvements with cards, right? So we're going to tuck our edges around on the white piece. Okay? Another thing you can do is you can put designer series paper at the top and the bottom of the white piece. If you want to do that, this is 3/4 of an inch by 4, and you need 2 of those. So 3/4 by 4. And then on this card, I just put it as layers on here because it doesn't have to be designer series paper. But the layer for this big piece is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And the layer on this smaller piece is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Now on this one, I also added a white layer, which is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then I put the hydrangea flower on there. And this ribbon, if you're curious, is Gorgeous Grape. This is still in the new catalog. Really pretty ribbon. And my leaves are Granny Apple Green. So, and then the pearls. I love the pearls on there. So I'm going to make this one a little bit different. I borrowed Marceline's pansy set. And I cut out my pansies and I put the pieces together ahead of time. Okay. And I have a graphic. If you want the pansies and you want to know how they go, I have an awesome graphic that I can give you to put it on. Now this designer series paper is the back side of some of this pansy paper. So I'm going to take this. See how I'm a little bit all over the map? We're getting ready to go see Steve's mom for Mother's Day. So instead of planning my video, we went for a walk because we had to wear our dogs out because the dogs go with us to visit Grandma. And it's a 3-hour drive each way. So we'll be leaving as soon as the video is done. And your mom, do they tell her that we're coming?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she knows we're coming.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Steve's mom has dementia pretty bad. And so we're bringing her flowers, which I took some retired Stampin' Up ribbon and tied around the vase. And then I made her Mother's Day card. And then, do you want to go get the Mayday baskets? Did anyone make Mayday baskets on Saturday? Steve's mom is getting one of the Mayday baskets because we didn't see her because she lives so far away. Okay, so the pansy's going to go there. And then I'm going to put the leaf on the back. If you made Mayday baskets, you should post it and show me. This big one is for Steve's mom. May the new life of spring bring you joy. And the most important part to her will be the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. You may remember I went out the day after Easter and bought these half price. So it is good that she's not getting stale candy. You might know that a lot of the candy in my stamping office is stale because I won't eat it then.
I figured that out the hard way.
Yeah. And then here's another little basket. This is that Oh So Ombre paper again, and then the Pierce Blooms, which is one of my favorite flowers. So these little baskets are going with us today. Okay. So you can decorate this any way you want. And on this card, I had this be the outside. On this one, I'm going to go the other way around, and I'm going to leave off these strips. But Marceline, you should post some of the cards you made like that last night.
Sharon really likes the baskets, says they're adorable.
You know, Sharon, I'm glad you like the baskets because one of them is for you, my dear. And I do have your stuff ready, so hopefully you can meet me in Davenport today. Okay, so on this card, we have the strips. On this one, I'm going to leave it off, and I'm just going to center this here. Does that look centered to you, hon?
Centered enough.
So I'm going to turn it over and put the glue on the flap. And again, it's going on the white cardstock, so it won't show on the back of the card. And then we need a sentiment. And actually, I need, how about some white embossing powder? Would you mind getting that for me, hun?
If I could remember what it is and where it is, I would do that.
Okay.
Now I know, next time you ask.
Okay, so I'm going to put Happy Birthday to You. And look where I found this. I thought this was funny. In the Handsomely Suited, because no one knows in the manly card. I thought it would fit nice. Because I don't want it to show on the edge. So I'm going to try to scoot this over. I still use an embossing buddy, I think it helps. I have Versamark ink and this Happy Birthday to You. And it's going to go...
You're going to cheat it over?
I'm going to cheat it over, and I'm also going to make sure that it stamps right. I know, I got some... I think it's glue from my hands, honestly. So this is over far enough, it's not going to show. But we talked about it last night at Joy Team. You can make this overlapping card in so many different ways. You could change the position of it. You could do all kinds of things. Okay, the A didn't come out perfectly, but it's good enough, right?
Good enough. Makes it look more rustic.
Yeah. Is that the vibe we were going for?
It is now.
Yeah. So I'm going to heat this real quick. I love heat embossing. Look, it's just magical as it turns, isn't it? So easy. And now I'm going to do the same thing and turn it over and put glue on this little flap. And I'm going to center this
Looks good.
on this side of the card. Push it down. So they're going to open it up. Happy birthday to you. And then there's plenty of room to write. And what I would probably do is do most of the writing right here, because you don't want it to show on the outside of your card. Now, what do you think? Do you like it better when there's some white on the front? Or should I be putting the yellow strips on like this one has?
I kind of like the yellow strip idea.
Do you like the yellow
The
strips?
white's kind of plain, but then again, you don't want to look too busy either.
Well, let's see. Where did I put the yellow strips? You know, I don't know where it is. So we'll pretend. Oh, here it is. So you think we should put that on top and the bottom? Okay, so the strips are 3/4 of an inch times 4. Should we give Steve a, narrower? That is genius,
And you can
Beth.
see some white too.
Okay, I'm going to bring the cutter over. Should we make Steve do this, or should I do it?
I'm ready.
You're ready to do it? Okay.
What are my dimensions?
Okay, so they were 3/4. Bev says make them narrower. So let's do 1/2 inch by 4. And you need 2 of them. And don't cut all the way down.
1/2 inch?
Yeah, 1/2
Oh,
inch
wait.
is right here.
I see it.
And then you want to stop. I have the ruler here so you can see. You want to stop at 4 inches because we don't want to cut all the way down into the rest of it.
Let me get realigned here. 4
So
inches?
Stop. Yep, stop right here. Or pretty close. It can be just past 4 inches.
How's that?
That is good. Now go the other way, and you can cut that whole thing off at 4 inches, but we're still not wasting. So go all the way over to 4 inches. Line that up.
I keep looking at the centimeters. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm metrically confused.
We're in the U.S., honey.
But I need to take my blade to the top again. I keep forgetting.
Do you have
that.
it at 4 inches?
I do now.
And go ahead and cut all the way down on this one.
All the way down?
Cut all the way down. You're still wasting less paper than if you had gone all the way. And now you need one more strip.
Well, why don't I try and make it out of this?
Well, you are going to make it out of that because it's 4 inches. So you can just come over here and do a 1/2 inch again. Right? That was the plan.
Okay,
Stan.
well, I didn't see the diabolical plan forming.
You didn't? Okay. So let's go ahead and put these on. I'll give you the trimmer. Good job, honey.
Thank you. I contributed today.
There will be a day when he doesn't need me anymore. He'll just be on here doing Facebook Lives, right?
What would be funny is that everyone would be needing to tell me how to do it online, and so I'd have to keep coming over here and looking as, oh yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay, so again, the difference here, these flaps are on the white cardstock. Last night we put them on the back of the card, but I do like them better here. So first I'm going to go ahead. If I were going to stamp on the white piece, I would do the stamping. I would have done the stamping before I glued on the pieces. Just because I sometimes mess up when I'm stamping. Do you ever mess up?
Me? That's like my superpower.
Messing up is your superpower?
Yeah, messing up stamping stuff.
Okay, so it goes like this. And then, oh, I like it that it's thinner. Do you like it? Are there any questions on there? Does anyone have any questions about the hand-penned stamp camp or how to get that free from me? Hopefully you've decided what you want to order out of the new catalog.
Because they could do that now?
They can. Everybody can order.
Does that mean they have to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Are you telling stories on me?
I am telling stories on you now.
I wanted to make sure everything that was on my share order was available. So I did indeed get up at 3:30 in the morning and then tried to think straight to make sure I did the order right. But I had Bible study fellowship later too. So what do you think of that? I like it with the thinner strips. So really the sky's the limit. Oh, is it not straight? That's why we use liquid glue, honey, because we can move it around for a little bit until it dries. Do you like that better?
Yes.
You know, I will say, I do think maybe you didn't get that strip straight.
What?
Yeah, look, this one looks a little thinner on this side and a little thicker on that side.
How can that be?
Less experience cutting with the trimmer, probably. So here's the pansy card, and here's the hydrangea card. So on this one, I decorated the little flap and put it on top. And on this one, I decorated the big flap. So you could do it either way. We also talked about last night, you could put one flap all the way up and one down. You could do all kinds of things. And let me show you one other thing. It kind of reminds me of this. I've made these before on here. So if you look at it like this, if this whole base was this is a sympathy card for a cat. It's almost that same thing. So you can use any shape. You don't have to use the card pieces, but it's kind of the same idea. This really would kind of be an overlapping fun fold as well. And they did talk last night about how I like to put magnets in. If you put magnets in, you're not mailing the cards because they'll get stuck in the postal equipment. You have to hand deliver magnet cards. But we could do Velcro. Like on this, that would be cool. We have to do that. Here,
where's your Velcro?
You tell a story and I'll get the Velcro out.
Okay, what story should I tell?
I don't know.
Should I tell a story? We got to sit out on the patio last night. I don't know if you remember, but one of our COVID projects was to put in a patio in our backyard where I could never get grass to grow. And now we have a stamped patio. It looks wonderful. And weather is nice enough now we can sit on the patio by the fire pit. So that was wonderful. Our neighbors just got home from Florida. So we opened a bottle of wine and invited them over to tell us all their stories. And it was a wonderful evening. It
was fun. Okay, so this is Velcro I got from the U-Line company. And Velcro you can mail. So it's not as cute as far as the magnets I can hide. You can't really hide the Velcro. But this comes with two different straps, two different strips, because we have the Velcro and how it sticks together, right? But it's got the sticky on it. So I'm just going to take one piece off. I want it all covered up by the flap. And I'm going to kind of center it, if you can see this. I'm going to put that piece there. And then from the other strip, these are 3/4 inch white combo dots from the U-Line company. So now they both have sticky on them already. I'm just going to stick this on here and shut the flap. There. Again, this, you can mail it. It won't get stuck in the thing, but you have to make sure you don't get your card too thick too.
So apparently the adhesive is stronger than the Velcro.
So there, and we'd have something cute written inside. Or we have it like this. Which card do you like better, pansy or hydrangea? And what do you think of the Velcro? It's not quite as satisfying as the magnet.
No, and it's also kind of hard to open.
You think so? I don't know.
I think it's fine though. I mean, it's kind of like opening a present.
I like that it's flat, and that helps. So thank you, everyone who has been sending me birthday cards. I've decided I am going to do a birthday card video separate because there's so many of them.
So people voted for every one of your cards. So I'm just going to tell you the ones I like because I'm a bold color guy. So I like the bold colored ones.
Okay.
And that's why I also like the yellow one from the
You like the pansy one better?
Yeah.
Which one do you think is my favorite?
The pink. No, the blue. Definitely the blue.
Yeah.
She is a blue gal.
Do you know why I like this color so much?
Because it matches the shirt you're wearing.
It matches the shirt I'm wearing because it's my favorite color.
Okay.
The reason it's my favorite color is you took me to Cancun on our honeymoon and I saw the beautiful Caribbean turquoise water and it became my favorite color 35 years ago this month, actually.
Well, I'm glad to know that it was a very positive experience.
It was. Well, anyway, hey, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. We'll be back next Wednesday at noon, and maybe I'll get the birthday video in before that. If you need a catalog and you would like me to be your demonstrator, please message me. I would love to get a catalog out to you. These I printed off. I found these tabs on the demonstrator website if you're interested in that. All these orange tabs or other sets I think I want, as I go through it.
And how did it get binding on the site?
Oh, Steve is bragging here. So my catalog pages, before it even went live, started coming out. So Steve was sweet, and he cut this off. Did you cut this off?
No, we just tore them out.
Oh, we tore the pages out, and he went and had this bound. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate that because now it lays flat and I won't lose the pages. So, do you have a favorite stamp set in here yet? This is funny. I was talking to Jean and she really wanted this Tidings of Christmas set. I haven't really thought about Christmas yet. But I do love a good die and a good punch. And look at that beautiful star. So, Jean, if you're watching, this did show up on the order.
Okay, one more story. Beth loves Christmas, and she loves decorating for Christmas. She loves Christmas ornaments. So no matter what time of year it is, if we happen to be somewhere where there's a Christmas store, we go to look at Christmas stuff. Which, when it's, 98 degrees outside and humid and we're eating ice cream, it's kind of ironic to go look at.
It's usually chilly in the Christmas store.
Yeah, well, they keep the air conditioning low for that reason, I'm sure.
But anyway, if you haven't noticed this, super love the dies and the stockings. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Please come back next week and have a wonderful week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.